Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your boy Jazari Qual here, back with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about my wisdom teeth experience, kind of the process, what I went through before and after. For me, things can never be simple, so there was a lot of that I had to go through. For multiple reasons, it was a terrible experience, but I don't want to scare anybody or anything like that. Obviously, I'm okay because I'm here now, and I just want to talk about the process and things like that. So let's get into it. So I'm the type of person that puts shit off until it catches up with me. You know what I mean? And this was something that I put off for a long time. I really should have had these wisdom teeth taken out probably 3 years ago. When I say it caught up with me, it really caught up with me. I'm talking my teeth were impacted, my gums were hurting, my teeth started decaying, so there was a lot of pain and things like that. So the entire time I was like, okay, well, let me just put it off until I have actual break in time to go get it done. I had to go get a dental filling at this one place. It was cheap, and they took an x-ray, and this was back in 2015. And they were like, yeah, so you see your wisdom teeth, they're coming in, the two bottom ones were coming in sideways, the other two were coming straight down, but they were already decaying. And they're like, yeah, you're gonna have to get those taken out. And I'm like, all right, so where should I go? And they're like, you know, if you want to go the cheaper route, you can go to the College of Dentistry. That. I'm not going to no College of Dentistry to have my wisdom teeth taken out, because most people say it's not a really good experience. I'm not going to no College of Dentistry to have a student put me under and do all of that to practice. You feel me? I'm gonna go to the top of the line place. So I put it off and put it off and put it off until it finally caught up with me, and I was like, damn, okay, I really have to get these teeth taken out because it's literally affecting my daily life. There was a lot of pain and all that type of stuff. And I was just over it. So I did literally maybe a couple months of research. I was looking at people's videos, their experiences, things like that, tips and tricks to help ease the swelling and help the pain go away faster, you know, just to keep it under control. So I'm just like, damn, okay, well, I've never been put under before. So I'm like, all right, so what if I don't wake up? Or what if in the case scenario, I do wake up with my kidneys on the black market? You feel me? So that was my concern being put under. I was like, you know what? I don't care about the pain. I've been jumped, I've been shot at, let's bring it on. You know, I don't care about the pain. I just want to wake up. I don't want to be put under and not wake up. So finally I settled on this place, Nebraska Oral and Facial Surgery. When I say I went to the best doctor I could find, I literally went to the best doctor I could find. Pretty much, in my opinion, in Nebraska. I wanted to make sure I was getting the best care and all that type of stuff. The cost did not matter at this point. I'm like, you know what? I didn't have the money back then. I have money now. I'm just thinking let me go to the best possible place so that I don't end up botched. You feel me? I go to this place. I schedule the consultation. I walk in. And when I tell you this place was bougie, but in a good bougie. You know, when you walk into especially a medical place and it's nice and clean and sterile, that's one thing that freaks me out. I hate going to the doctor. I hate going to places like that. And I'm already paranoid and already kind of crazy. So if I go to a place that looks sketchy, I'm going to be so freaked out. But this place was nice. They had a cooler full of beverages and water, anything you could think of. They had coffee, they had all that stuff. They didn't have that, you know, the 5 gallon of water on top. And then you have those cone paper cups. I'm talking about these people had bottles, nice bottles of water. And it wasn't that spring water. I'm talking about Aquafina, purified water. So I was like, damn, this place is popping. This place is nice. The entire staff was super cool. They were super chill, but they were so professional. I'm talking about, I was waiting in the waiting room, listening to them answer phone calls thank you for calling Nebraska Oral and Facial Surgery. I'm talking about the level of professionalism was there. So I'm like, all right, damn, right off the bat, I feel the vibe, I came to the right place. So this one girl, I'm not exactly sure what she does. I don't know if she's a nurse's assistant or what she was. But anyway, so maybe she was a radiology tech, because she took the x-ray of my mouth, and we went back to the room. She kind of talked about it a little. Then we waited for the doctor, and he was like, you know, how are you feeling? I told him, I'm really freaking the fuck out right now. I'm no lie scared for my life. And he's like, we see this a lot. Patients come in, they're anxious, but trust me, you know, we will do our best to take care of you. You're in good hands, you know, yada, 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 saying all the stuff that they say. He's like, let me talk to you about some risks involved. I was like, all right, is me being put under and not waking up a risk? Is that something I should be concerned about? He's like, you'll come back. You are in a twilight sleep, so you'll be sleeping, but you'll be able to respond to like commands and things like that. Like if we ask you to turn your head or open your mouth wider, like you'll be able to comprehend that. You're not going to remember all of that stuff because there'll be another medicine inside of you that makes you forget all that, I guess. I'm sitting there like, okay, all right, like so what are the major risks involved? And he was like, okay, so at the bottom of everyone's chin, you have a nerve that goes along your jawline like this, right? My teeth were sitting right on the bitch, like, I mean, like they were sitting right on it. He's like, okay, so sometimes that nerve can be, when you're pulling the tooth out, the nerve can kind of be like stretched a little. If it gets stretched or bruised or something like that, that can cause a numbing or tingling sensation along your jaw or lips. Damn. I was like, okay, well, is it short term or long term or is it permanent? He goes, sometimes it can last a few months. It eventually goes away on its own, but there is the possibility of it being permanent. What? He's like, you know, I have to let you know, this is the facts, like there is a chance of it being permanent. So, okay, my heart starts racing. Now I'm not afraid of being put under anymore. I'm afraid of having permanently numb lips. What the hell am I gonna do with the numb lip? Keep in mind, this consultation was a month before I was actually supposed to have the procedure done. Since I already have bad anxiety, I was anxious for this whole month. I was talking to my coworkers, my friends. I was like, y'all, like, what am I gonna do? Like, if I have numb lips, like I can't, like what am I gonna do? So my dumbass starts researching all of this stuff and people's experiences of having these permanently numb lips or tingling sensation. And I'm like, damn, okay, so if goes left and that happens to me, it's not like I can pull up to Wakanda and be like, awesome, and they fix me. I'm gonna have to go to India or someplace like that, and if the curry is not on point and they can't fix me, I'm just like, what am I gonna do? So I'm anxious. My nerves are beating, my heart is racing. I'm like, all right, so cool. The day of the procedure comes. My sisters take me. You're gonna be high as hell basically, so you have to have somebody take you home. We get there, we're waiting. First things first, they're like, okay, so your insurance is estimated to pay this cost, so this is what you're gonna have to pay. So I'm like, fine, whatever. I hand her my credit card and they run it. This is before the procedure. No, we'll bill you after, no this, nor that, no payment plan. So the girl who did my x-ray came back to the waiting room and she's like, Joseph, come on back. Like, you know, we're ready for you. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning and like everybody there is happy. And she's like, you know, we've already done like 4 of these this morning. Like, this is gonna be easy. Like, don't worry, we got you. I'm like, I have to take a piss before we begin. I run out to the bathroom. I go use the bathroom. I come back. We're sitting there and they're like, okay, you know, we're going to get the IV started. So they started the IV process and the nurse who actually did it was like, damn, like you got thick skin. I was like, that's not what I'm worried about. This is painless. She's like, what are you worried about? I'm like, I don't know, not waking up from sleep with my kidneys missing. That's just what I was scared for. Looking back, I was tripping, but in the moment, like that's what was going through my mind. Like that's what was scaring me. After they put on like the heart monitor thing, I look over, they have a big ass picture of my x-ray for the doctor to see so they all know what's going on. You can see my heart on the monitor go like this. It literally looked like a video game and the entire time I'm just sitting there like, and they look at me, they're like, are you okay? And I was like, no, like I'm not. I'm freaking out. The doctor comes in and they're like, yeah, you know, he's a little bit speedy. Keep in mind, these people are all calm. Like they're so calm. The doctor comes in, he's like, hey, Joseph, how you doing? I was like, I was like, you know what? I have anxiety. My heart's racing right now. And he's like, don't worry about it. You know, we'll get some drugs in you and you'll feel good in a minute. They put that in. I'm like, okay, I feel weird. And they're like, yeah, you know, we already started a little bit of the IV sedation. As I'm getting ready to pass out, I come back and was like, yo, doctor, before we get this on, please be gentle on my mouth. I was also nervous about them like pulling the tooth out and slipping and then chipping one of my other teeth. And then I'd have to square up with everybody in the parking lot. He's like, don't worry, buddy. I got you. And I'm like, all right, you got me? All right. You got me. When I say I remember everything, like I literally remember 92% of everything that went down during that procedure. I remember the doctor trying to open my mouth and put something in there to keep it open. I panicked, grabbed his hand. He's like, no, this is just to like keep your mouth open. I remember kind of coming to, looking around and seeing my x-ray on the wall. I hear them talking. I felt the drilling. I heard the drilling. I felt the water spraying on my face. Like, I felt all of that. And I'm just like, whoa. Next thing, I wake up, I come to, and I'm in this little ass room. The nurse is talking to my sisters and all that stuff. I felt so freaking high to another level. I felt like in La La Land. Like, I was like, woo, yo, like, this is good. Before they begin, they're like, you know, after you come back, what kind of ice cream would you like? What kind of options y'all got? We got chocolate, we got vanilla, we got strawberry. If it's a Great Value brand, I mean, just give me vanilla. You can't up vanilla ice cream. They pulled up with some Haagen-Dazs. I'm like, yo, like, this is the real deal. Like, these people, they're talking to my sisters and all that stuff, and I'm just like, yo, I feel so good right now. Like, I was feeling myself. I felt great. Here's a clip. You guys don't need to worry. It's over now.
I used to be Trevor's house.
I wasn't really freaking out. I feel great. Oh shit.
It's big though. It's a housing.
Whew. After that, like, I'm texting my friends in the car, like, yo, y'all, I feel so good and all this and that. First thing I asked the nurse when I came to, was there nerve damage? Was there any bruising? Is there anything I should be concerned about? And she's like, oh no, honey, it all went smooth. You know, it took like 19, 20 minutes. We got you all taken care of. It really felt like I was gone for maybe like 10 seconds. It didn't even feel that long. It was weird, like, weird. Before we even got home, I already felt the numbing come off from like my gums. Okay. All right. I can feel my lips and all that stuff, you know. I'm like, okay, so whew, crisis averted. You would think everything went smooth from here on out. No, this is where it gets worse. Keep in mind, the entire time that they were talking to my sisters and all that stuff, I was just gone. Like, I wasn't paying attention, all that stuff. They were telling my sisters on like how I should take care of myself or clear the wound and everything. I went home, laid down for like 30 minutes, got up, and I was fine. Like, I'm like, okay, well, I'm okay in the head and all that stuff. The good thing about it is my face did not swell up at all. I was like, yo, this is legit. Like, this doctor. If you live here, I would recommend going to Nebraska Oral and Facial Surgery. Like, if you live in Omaha, drive here. If you live in Lincoln, go there. When it comes to medical procedures, if you can come up with the money, I would definitely go the best route. Don't try to be cheap about it, because somebody could literally mess you up. My sister was like, yeah, they gave you a syringe or whatever. You're supposed to, after you eat, starting today, you know, start rinsing it out with the salt water. That wasn't the directions. I noticed like 2 days later, I was reading through the packet and it said to just gargle salt water, and then after 7 or 8 days, you can use a syringe. If you do it before the 7 or 8 days are up, then you pose the risk of having dry socket. I thought I had dry socket. Day 1, I was fine. Day 2, I was feeling a little uncomfortable. Day 3, I had never been in so much pain in my fucking life, bro. I was in so much pain. I was freaking out. I called them. I was like, yo, I don't know if this is normal. I feel like my mouth, I feel like somebody took a baseball bat and just swung back and forth on my cheeks. Like, honestly, that's how much pain I was in. And they're like, do your gums look swollen? And I was like, I mean, yeah, they do look swollen. My face didn't swell up, but my gums definitely were. That's something they probably could not have helped at all. You know, they're cutting your gums. It's gonna swell once it heals and all that stuff. Because I've heard some people are fine, they feel no pain, but some people are horrible pain. Since shit always has to go sour with me, I had swollen gums. The tips I have when you have swollen gums or pain like that, they gave me Hydros. I maybe took it once or twice, but for the most part, I stayed on like Tylenol and ibuprofen. I didn't want to get hooked on Hydros because things can happen when you're on those. Like, you can get addicted and things like that. I'm just like, I don't need that shit in my life. You have to stay medicated every 4 hours. You're literally taking something else to keep the numbing and the pain down. After I rinsed with salt water, I would feel immediate relief. I mean, it would feel soothing. I did that for about a week and a half, and yeah. After a while, it started to go down. The pressure, because I would feel my teeth were coming in impacted, the pressure was relieved. I felt so much better. I freaked out about a lot of stuff that I should not have been nervous about. If you're gonna go get your wisdom teeth, taken out, make sure you go to the best possible place you can find. Do your research. Don't just go somewhere. Like, I had a little bit more of a risk. I would say I wasn't the riskiest, but I did have a big risk because my teeth were right on the nerves, and that really freaked me out after they told me about that. Anxiety got the best of me. The pain was terrible. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The pain is what made this whole experience horrible. It's not like it lasted for weeks and weeks and weeks. It was literally like maybe 5 days, and then it started to like slowly go away. So every day after that, the pain got less and less. The last few days that I kind of felt it, I didn't even pay attention to it because I was already back to my normal life, making money, doing what I do, you feel me? So yeah, that was my wisdom teeth experience. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave the channel if you want to hear more stories. I'm gonna start making a whole bunch of random videos that surround style, life experiences, stories. Feel free to subscribe. I would love if you would. Comment your wisdom teeth story below. If you have any questions, I'm not a medical professional, but I will answer them to my best of my abilities. Maybe I did research something that somebody has a question about, then I'll answer what I found in my research. But yeah, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. All the links will be down below. And yeah, that's it. Did I forget anything? No, that's all. Bye. Come on.